Today was deadline day for the Macomb County Clerk under orders by the circuit court judges to fix the backlog that we reported last week. While that was going on, another big development with Karen Spranger. Jason Colthorpe is outside the clerk's office tonight with the latest. Let's start, though, with that backlog and any progress that might have happened there. Jason?
Virtually none, Devin, and I'm told some employees even stayed working overtime till 11 o'clock last night trying to do that. We'll break down the numbers on that in a moment. Part of that judge's order also from earlier this week required her to fill some open positions and bring back staff to help with that backlog. None of that happened, but still, maybe her biggest problem yet emerging late today, and it's all because of this resolution from the Board of Commissioners that was delivered to her, and it all stems from that contentious meeting she had 2 days ago. At the end of business today, Macomb County Commissioners Bob Smith and Rob Leonetti served Karen Spranger with a resolution ordering her to report on the state of her office.
We found this statute a little while ago between us and our independent counsel that addresses our ability to question her on the record under oath, basically, about all of the difficulties in her office.
Under the statute MCL 46-11, if she doesn't comply with that resolution, she could be removed from office. As for this letter delivered to Spranger on Monday from the circuit court judges ordering her to get an unprecedented backlog taken care of by today, the clerk's office didn't even make a dent. A previous e-filing backup of more than 2,800 is now still at 2,587, dating back to October 13th. And when it comes to lean criminal history reports, Spranger's office actually went backwards. There were 1,632 waiting to be processed. Now there are 1,742.
You could have somebody who was convicted of embezzlement, in August 2nd. The information hasn't been entered in the lien system. They could go across the street to the bank and apply for a job, and if they did a background check on them, they wouldn't see that they were convicted of that crime yet.
We did try and talk to Clerk Karen Spranger, and she never came out of an office after we asked. So what's next here? I mean, what's the consequence? This is such uncharted water, such a rare occurrence that nobody seems to know, but one theory is that the circuit court can now take over that part of the clerk's office, the part that handles all the e-filings and the liens, which would mean it would handle those employees and run that part of the office, cutting her duties maybe by a third. We're going to have to wait and see how this all shakes out, but it will certainly happen now. We're in Macomb County. Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
Well, Jason, we've had a running clock on a number of these issues. So on this one now, how long does she have to respond to this resolution from the commissioners?
She needs to answer all these questions by the 28th, and then she has to appear in front of the Board of Commissioners on the 30th to answer these. And a lot of these have to do, it's not just the backlog. That's only part of the problem. The other problem is the wait times the average Joe has to endure when he comes in here. Tonight at 11, we're going to get into how those wait times have exploded to more than an hour at times, Devin.
All right, Jason, we'll see you then.